Today, we're diving into something pretty revolutionary, a way to organize your home and create space without the stress and pressure of having to throw a single thing away. So let's jump right in. So, let me ask you something. Does that word declutter just fill you with dread? If you are so tired of being told that the only path to a tidy home is through a giant garbage bag, then you are in exactly the right place. We're about to flip that whole idea on its head. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the problem with this whole less is more philosophy that's everywhere these days. Right now, the big trend says organizing is all about getting rid of stuff. But for so many of us, that's just stressful. I mean, forcing yourself to part with things you have an attachment to, even if you don't use them every day, it can feel like a real loss. It brings on this wave of guilt, and honestly, it completely misses the point of organizing, which should be about making your life happier, not harder. So, what's the alternative? Well, let's get into the core idea behind this new approach. It's a really simple shift in how you think, but trust me, it is incredibly powerful. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. Instead of focusing on what you need to get rid of, you focus on what you want to create. And that is empty, usable space. All of a sudden, organizing isn't an act of loss anymore. It becomes this action of creative potential. You're not subtracting from your home, you're adding possibility. And that brings us to this quote, which is just everything. We have to remember, a perfectly organized home is not the finish line. It's just a tool. The real goal, the only goal, is to build a life that feels happy and fulfilling for you. This is where the real magic happens, because empty space does something to our brains. It's like a power source. A clear kitchen table isn't just a clear table, it's a blank canvas. It actually lowers your stress and sparks that little question, what could I do here? It's mental breathing room. And that shift from feeling overwhelmed by your stuff to feeling inspired by potential, that's the real engine for change. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Let's get practical and look at the 5 simple, actionable steps that turn this whole philosophy into a reality. So here they are, the 5 steps. It all starts with safety, clearing what are called your lifelines. Then you smooth out your daily routines. Step 3 is this great trick where you just consolidate things to quickly create new empty space, which is step 4. And then finally, step 5 is all about making your home actually work for you by keeping the useful stuff out and accessible. We're going to focus on a few of these to really show you how it works. Step 1 is absolutely non-negotiable, and it's all about safety and just making life easier. Your lifelines are the paths you walk every single day, from your bed to the bathroom to the kitchen, out the front door. The very first thing you do is make sure those paths are totally clear, no obstacles. Just doing this one thing immediately reduces that daily friction and makes your home feel so much more manageable. Now, this is where it gets really, really clever. Instead of agonizing over what to throw away, you just move things. You take all the items that are cluttering up your main living areas and you concentrate them in one spot, maybe a spare room, a closet, or even just one corner of a room. This isn't about discarding, it's just relocating. You instantly get your living space back without the pain of saying goodbye to your things. And step 5, this one completely flips the old organizing advice on its head. The goal isn't to have some sterile home where everything is hidden away. No. For the things you use all the time, the exact opposite is true. Keep them out, keep them visible, keep them easy to grab. It's about prioritizing your real life and convenience over the appearance of a show home. Okay, so you've used these steps, you've created some space. That's a huge win. But let's be real. The big challenge is keeping it that way, right? How do you stop that beautiful new space from getting cluttered all over again? Well, there's a system for that, and it's actually surprisingly simple. The secret weapon here is a concept called vertical storage, and the idea is just brilliant in its simplicity. For any task you're doing, you should be able to reach every single tool you need without moving your feet. You just reach up, down, or turn around. That's it. The kitchen is the perfect place to see this in action. Imagine you're standing at the stove. Your spatulas, your ladles, they should be right there. Your spices and oils, in the drawer right next to you. You move to the sink, and your sponges and soap are right there, above or below. Everything you need for that specific job is in arm's reach in that one vertical plane. And this all builds up to the amazing 1-second rule. I mean, think about it. If you can put something away in a single second, it's actually easier to put it back than it is to leave it out. The system is so efficient that clutter never even gets a chance to start. Tidiness literally becomes the path of least resistance. How cool is that? Now, one of the most powerful and I think most beautiful parts of this whole approach is how you can use it to help other people, especially older parents who might be a little reluctant to change things up. When you're helping older family members organize their home, you realize pretty quickly it's not really about the physical labor, it's about gentle, respectful communication. Success or failure can literally come down to the exact words you choose to use. Just look at the contrast on this slide. It's so powerful. On the left, you've got these hurtful phrases like, "You don't need this," right? I mean, that's just a judgment. It puts people on the defensive immediately. But then look at the magic spell on the right. "What are your plans for this chair?" It's such an amazing shift, isn't it? It's an open question, it gives them back control and dignity, it starts a conversation instead of an argument. And here are a few more of these magic spells. Instead of criticizing a collection of things, praise it, connect it to a happy memory. Frame the whole project around a positive goal, like, "Hey, let's get the house ready for when your grandkids visit." You always focus the conversation on what they want to do. That gives the whole process a joyful purpose. All right, so let's bring all of this together and see how this method is about so much more than a tidy home. It's about building a better life. This quote really captures the heart of it all. It's this beautiful chain reaction, the simple physical act of moving things around. It's not just about the objects. It creates a ripple effect. That new physical space creates new mental space. And when your mind finally has room to breathe, your perspective, your heart, it changes. And that's the shift that empowers you to change your life. So you see, the big takeaway here is that this was never really about having a perfectly clean house. That's just a nice side effect. This is about creating a runway for your dreams. It's about carving out the physical and the mental space that you need to live a happier, more intentional, and more creative life. And that leaves us with one final question for you. By shifting your focus from getting rid of things to creating possibilities, what dream will you finally make room for?